Alexander the Great was one of the most successful and influential military leaders in history. Born in 356 BC in Pella, Macedonia, Alexander was the son of King Philip II and Queen Olympia. From a young age, Alexander was trained in the art of warfare, riding, hunting, and physical exercise. His education was overseen by Aristotle, one of the greatest philosophers of all time. At the age of 20, Alexander became the king of Macedonia after his father's assassination. He inherited a powerful army, a well-trained navy, and a burning desire to expand his empire. His first military campaign was against the city-state of Thebes, which had rebelled against his rule. Alexander's army swiftly defeated the Thebans, and he ordered the destruction of the city, setting an example for any other city that might try to rebel. With Greece firmly under his control, Alexander set his sights on the Persian Empire. In 334 BC, he led his army across the Hellespont, the narrow strait that separates Europe from Asia. He was determined to avenge the Persian invasions of Greece and to conquer the vast lands of Asia Minor, Mesopotamia, and Persia. Alexander's first major battle in Asia was at Granicus, where he faced a much larger Persian force. Despite being outnumbered, Alexander led his army to a decisive victory. He continued his conquests, taking cities such as Halicarnassus and Tyre, and defeating the Persian army at Issus. In 330 BC, Alexander reached the ancient city of Persepolis, the capital of the Persian Empire. He conquered the city and burned it to the ground, destroying one of the most magnificent palaces in the world. This act of destruction shocked the ancient world and marked the end of the Persian Empire. Alexander continued his march eastward, conquering Bactria, Sogdiana, and the Indus Valley. He fought his way to the edge of India before his troops refused to go any further, and he was forced to turn back. On his way home, he fell ill and died in Babylon in 323 BC at the age of 32. Alexander's legacy was immense. He created an empire that stretched from Greece to India and paved the way for the Hellenistic period. He founded many new cities, including Alexandria in Egypt, which became a center of learning and culture. He encouraged the spread of Greek culture and philosophy throughout his empire, and he brought together the East and the West. Alexander was also known for his leadership style. He led his troops from the front, often fighting in the thick of the battle. He was fearless and charismatic, and his soldiers would follow him to the ends of the earth. He was known for his generosity, and he rewarded his soldiers and allies with gifts and honors. Despite his successes, Alexander was not without his faults. He could be cruel and ruthless, as seen in his treatment of the Thebans and the destruction of Persepolis. He was also known for his heavy drinking and for indulging in excess. In conclusion, Alexander the Great was a complex and fascinating figure. His military conquests changed the course of history, and his legacy continues to be felt to this day. He was a brilliant military strategist, a visionary leader, and a man who lived life to the fullest. His story is one of triumph and tragedy, and his legend will continue to inspire generations to come.